It's just you can't. Our people are not that smart. You need to understand you yourself. You set your boundaries. You know. See, I love. There's one thing that I love. I'm not you guys. Okay. I gotta remember. Okay, so. Oh. Right? Do you guys understand that?
Yeah.
Who he said he can and who he said he can't are both usually right. I mean, something like this. You know, like you will write on Google it's stuff, but the meaning is the same. What it means is, if I tell you today, right, you may think, oh no, I can't speak like that, or I cannot reach 7.5 or 8 in IELTS, right? But you say, you know what? I think I can. You know? You are both right. He will not receive. He will not get that A, and you will get that A. Only the difference is you have to have this guy right here. You have to marry that guy. Don't marry Ada John. Don't marry Teshawai. Marry that guy. No, I'm serious. Girls, marry that guy. Guys, marry that woman. Right? So if you marry that, you will. What it means is, you may think you can't, right? Or you may think you can. You are both right. How's that possible? What is here, what really matters is what you think about the situation. What matters. You are the one who's deciding what to do, right? You are the one. There's nothing. You just click. At some point, long time ago, I looked at it and I said, I can. You know, like, they speak like this. How do they speak like this? I was not born. Look, I wasn't born in States. Remember, I wasn't born in America. I wasn't born in England. I wasn't born in England. I was born in short snow, damn it. I was born in deep, like, you guys have, I mean, way better than me. People don't believe this, but I am. Look, right now, after 30 minutes, I'm going to short right now to see my mom and dad. Right? It is. It's just the way it is. The thing is, I'm not lying to you guys. What it is absolutely, positively possible for you to become whoever you want. Right now, look, see, if I go to States, for example, right? My family, half of me lives in the States, half of me lives in Uzbekistan, right? So there, they don't know that I'm from Shoshlo. They think I'm from California. They think I'm from New York. Or they think I'm from, hey, Max, where's your thing? Are you from California? So yeah, I am from Palo Alto. Or some people say, oh, I see. Are you from Chicago? I said, yeah. I actually, yeah, because I work in Chicago. I said, yeah, I work. And some people say, oh, you are from Midwest. I said, I studied at the university for 7 years in Midwest. Yeah, that's why. Oh, okay. Or sometimes they say, I'm from New York or something. I don't know. People can make up things, all kinds of things, right? But the thing is, they never tell me I'm from Churchlow. Or they never tell me I'm from Russia. Or they never tell me I'm from India, right? I am so much into their culture, into their language, and I mastered that language that they don't even know where I'm from. But so, the thing is, you can do exactly the same, and I have nothing special. I'm telling you, this is really honest. I'm being honest with you, right? I have nothing special, absolutely nothing special, except, I decided at some point, just decide. You can decide right now. Decide right now. Look, decide that I am going to perfect this language, right? To the point where nobody knows. The line goes away, becomes, are you a native speaker or are you somewhere, a second language speaker? Nobody knows. The humans are so powerful. You know, you are carrying this little thing right there. You know, this thing. Some of you have pumpkins here, but some of you have full of knowledge. You know, you need to understand something. In the world today,
the least studied area, right? When it comes to anatomy, medicine, it's right here. This thing right here we have next to this, oceans. We haven't studied so much about oceans, right? We know more about oceans probably than we know about our brains. Think about it. We have it right here. We don't know nothing about. And that's the key, because this is much more powerful than what you think you are. This is like, I study physics. I study quantum physics sometimes. Like that's my favorite subject. If you want anybody want to talk about it, it's my favorite subject. I can talk about physics, biology, these things. I love these things, right? Because I try to understand how world works, right? I don't just look at the wall and say, okay, this is wall. Okay. My mind is different. My mind says, okay, how does it stay like this? Okay, so what happens right now? What is inside what's happening? So my mind asks all these questions. So I'm interested. And let me tell you something. Studying all this thing, right, several years, I can tell you that nobody understands how the mind works. And every single scientist knows this is the most powerful thing on earth. All right? That the computers that we have right now, they are just mimicking what we have, like a so small, tiny portion of it. Any technology you see today, any technology, name me any technology, it's just a mimic, sort of imitation of a human skill. Okay, let's think about a car or bicycle. What are they trying to imitate? Legs, right? They're trying to make our legs faster, right? Anything. You think about it. Remote control, right? Like remote control. You know what a remote control is? Pretty sure. What is that? We're trying to make our hand longer, right? Any technology you can think is actually we're trying to make our some sort of body work. We're pushing the boundaries of some of our bodies. Any technology. The computer, it's the brain, but it's not even 1% of human brain. It cannot decide for you anything. You give everything to it, right? So you need to understand the power of a human mind, and that's where everything starts. Your mind is like, oh my God, I get goosebumps talking about it. I wish you could see what I can see. I wish you really can see what I'm really seeing today in you. But it's hard for you because you haven't lived, you haven't seen so much yet. You haven't read so much. You're not informed so much. Some of you are, right? So most of you really cannot understand who you are. You think you are just a eating machine that had 2 eyes and a brain and just trying to learn English to go somewhere else. You are actually way more than that. It's even the religion. I'm not a religious guy, but even in the religion, you know what they say? You have been created in the image of God. Do you know what that means? You have been created in the image, in the reflection of God. What makes you are the little goddess we call it, right? I mean, not the God, but you are the creation, or you are like. I'm telling you, what I'm trying to say with this is where am I going with this? Where am I going? I'm going for a message to tell you, guys, you can achieve anything you want. Absolutely anything. Absolutely anything. There's no limit to what you can achieve. This is true. It's just a decision. You want to speak a perfect English? Fine, that's just nothing. All you have to do is to marry this guy. Tenacity is the guy because most people give up. Most people give up, right? I always give an example of this. Okay, so here's a light, right? Who knows who invented this? Who invented this light?
It's LED light or?
It's light. LED, not LED, just light. Who invented light? Huh? Who?
Edison.
Thomas Edison invented it. Fine. I mean, Thomas Edison didn't invent personally. His laboratory, the scientists who worked in the lab invented that. But the point is, how many times he tried? Close to like 10,000, something like that, right? Guys, okay, so it's just that information. It's like, Thomas Edison tried 10,000 times to invent the light. Okay, so what? Then you move on to pechka yoqish, o'tin qilish, right? Ko'mir qilish, but you're forgetting something there, right? It's a very. So think about 10,000 times. I mean, in science, anytime you do something, like in the laboratory, right? So you write down, okay, trial 1. Trial 1. Okay, fail. So, and then he says, why? He asks the whole question, why? Then he finds out, okay, the wolfram is not thin enough. You know what a wolfram is?
Sure.
That's just something inside the light, okay? You don't need to know. But the thing is, he will find the answer for this, right? And he will, as we do, they'll find it, whatever. That's not important. Then he goes back again. Here we go again. Trial 2. Back again. All right. Didn't work. Go back to white. White. Again, son. Now imagine going through this shit 10,000 times. Now, let me ask you something. When is the last time you tried 3 times, more than 3 times? Fuck no! Right? 3 times. I myself try something and it doesn't work. I was like, okay, I'll try again. It doesn't work. I was like, god damn it, forget it. Right? So, like this is the common human behavior that everybody has. We have this. You have it, I have it, he has it. Everybody has this, like, we try, it doesn't work. 3 times, 4 times, 10. Oh, you tried 10 times? Nigga, that's a lot. You need to stop. Right? That's a lot of trial, man. It was 10 times. It doesn't work. It's impossible. We give a name to it. Impossible. Now imagine this goddamn Edison, right? Look at this. He's scientist. I don't care if he invented it. I don't care if his friends invented it. But he was on top of it saying, try. Right? Try. I want results. Keep trying. And he tried fucking 10,000 times. Can you believe that? Like, I sometimes think about it. 9,999 try, right? I mean, what kind of mind you have to come to this, right? And you still think it works. Are you crazy? You know what? Trial 110,000. Now, what it truly tells you, from the impossible emerged the possible. Through what? Our chicken brains cannot understand. Right? We always said it is impossible. And you stop. Right? 3, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, 200 times, 300 times, it becomes way impossible. It is impossible. Right? And as soon as you say impossible, done. It is impossible. Because remember, whoever said he can, and both are right. If you say impossible, of course impossible. Right? But if you keep saying possible, it will be possible. Because this is how life works. Remember, in quantum physics, you need to understand something, right? How the life works. Okay? In quantum physics says, this is the top science today. All right? Top. You go ahead, learn about it, you will know. In quantum physics, it says life is an energy. Nothing but energies are just waves, and energies are jiggling and waves, and that's it. That's it. Even this thing. This is not solid. Do you know this is not solid? You think it's solid because your senses, here the senses gives you solid signals, but this is not solid. This is an empty space. This is 99% empty space, this thing. It's your body, your neurons gives you, hey, this is a solid thing. But in reality, nothing that you see is a solid. Nothing. Everything is energy. Even your thinking is energy. Remember, your thinking, I always say, your thinking, for example, look, If you look at this room, right, you have AC, you have lamps, you have all this, you have all this. You have the router, you have computers, cell phones. At some point in the history, these things were just a thought. You think somebody woke up and said, oh, I'm going to invent a cell phone today. Here's a cell phone, guys. No, right? It's somebody thought about these things, right? It was just a goddamn idea. Abstract idea, right? Intangible. Intangible ideas. Not touchable. Nothing. Not a solid thing. It's just a idea. That's it. What did it become? It manifested itself into a solid thing now. It manifested itself into reality and become a solid thing now. Right? So, what is a solid thing? Tell me. What is? Starts from what? Starts from intangible. Intangible means ushbu, right? Everything in life is starts from nothing. So that's what I'm trying to give you. Guys, life is nothing but an energy. This is true. And I stand by this every day and any day. So your thought can shape it. You can shape it to a different shape. It all starts from where? From right here, from this little thing, and you can shape it. And you are the most powerful force, in the universe. There's nothing more powerful than you, except if you believe in religion, God. Except, right? There is no other force that exists more powerful than you. So, most of you don't understand this because most of you are busy with daily shit. Right? Worries. Oh, when they're gonna, like all this shit. The girls have this stupid problem of marriage and being married to an asshole who says, oh, give me kids and just go to the goddamn kitchen and cook for me. And that's it. Your life is over. Thank you. Everything that God gave you, all this mind where you're gonna work in the goddamn kitchen. Right? That's what's it. But you have the option to say, fuck that. I want to become something else. Right? Or I want to choose a better person for me. The girls can say, listen, no, thank you. I want to go to that guy. Or the guys, they go for the most beautiful girl or whatever, like they're growing up. They don't go for the mind or shit like that. And then they have this. They have to score. They have to go out with this girl. Look out with that. I mean, the shallowness that we live, the shallow life that you live, is absolutely shameful sometimes. Right? Like you don't go above your potentials. Like, today everybody is worried of not. Everybody's worried to have rather than to be. Most of you here are worried about to have. I want to have the car. I want to have a house. I want to have $1 million. I want to have. Right? Why do you think the West, why do you think America, why do you think England, why do you think Australia is way better than Uzbeks? Why? You know why? Because we are worried about having things. Right? Like, I want to have an iPhone. Rather than I want to be astronomer. Right? Well, I want to be the person who works on a cancer. Or I want to be the person who says no to the next para or some shit like that. Alright? I fucking hate this para thing. Today I come to Uzbekistan, everything is fucked up. People are, it's not the government's fault. It's not the government's fault because who makes up the government? You are the government. You make up the government, right? It's not the guy who sits on top of the government's fault. No. Your fault because you're going to go to university. Domla. It's you. And what that Damla is gonna do? Damla has four kids. Damla has 4 kids, and he has a crazy wife. Says, bring me money. I see gold in somebody's hand. I see cars in somebody. I see all this. The poor Damla is gonna. What the fuck he's gonna do? There's a money right on the table. When you put money, even me, I cannot resist that. Just say, Max, take this $100. You know, just get out of this room right now. If you tell me, Max, $100 shut up and get out. The saying is hard. Because it's so hard to resist the temptation of money. Do you understand?
Sure.
And today's society, what we have here is exactly that. You guys are worried of having things, huh? Rather than being. That's the problem. Do you understand? Because you don't understand what you are capable of. You don't understand what is this capable of, you know? So I'm here to tell you, I'll speak 3 more minutes. I'm here to tell you, guys, I don't care what level of English you have. I really don't care. I wish I could be here to teach you, to bring you to upper level. First of all, let me get back to this. Your English, everything that you're learning, all right, it's shit. All right, what you're learning right now. So you think you're learning knowledge, but English is not a knowledge. You think somebody speaks English so well is a smart. No! Because you go to Australia, you go to Canada, you go to English native speaking countries, right? And then there's a homeless guy. You kick him and he said, oh, what the fuck you doing? Right, so he speaks in English. Guys, he speaks in native English. Right? But he never learned IELTS. Anybody in America, any poor, rich, anybody speaks English. Are they smart? I mean, you go to America, you go to England, there are all kinds of people. There are people, you know, with nothing. There are people with everything, but they all speak native English. Are they all smart? So the premise that you make when you're learning English, it's a knowledge. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. It is just medium. In Uzbek, we call it vosta. It's just a key. It's just a key, right? You have English, you go out to the door, you open it, and you have more opportunities. You can become a doctor, great doctor. You can become a dehqan, a great dehqan, who can understand, who can get things from the internet, right? I mean, if you know English, right, that's just a vosta. It's not a knowledge. Science is a knowledge. Math is a knowledge. Physics is a knowledge. Computer is a knowledge. English is not. So you are making that mistake today. You think this IELTS is everything, but it is not. Yeah, there is a world. There's a world that comes after IELTS that you should be prepared of. And when I was a teacher, I told Kevin also this. You need to teach these students not for goddamn IELTS. You need to teach them for life. To think beyond the means of IELTS that you go. You know, you gotta expand this shit right here. So that you can write better. So that you can become a better person. Not just the IELTS. Because IELTS is just one little test that tells you this person knows English. That's it. What? After that, what? What are you going to do after that? So, keep that in mind. IELTS is nothing. A teacher's responsibility should be, and as a student, your responsibility needs to be to understand there's a world beyond this. This IELTS is nothing, just a piece of, not even one little sand in the ocean and a beach, let's say, right? So there's nothing. So what you really need to understand and try to grow yourself beyond IELTS, right? Through the help of English, of course, right? So don't think that just because you're studying English is you're becoming smarter and smarter and smarter. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not. I'm bursting your bubble right now. I'm delivering the bad news so that you can realize, right? So, thing is, guys, get prepared. Be tenacious, right? Don't give up on anything, right? I think that's the strongest thing I had is this. I didn't have anything. I'm not a great individual. I'm not a great guy, right? I'm a good father. I'm a good husband. The perfect one, right? I'm a good son, good brother maybe, right? But I am very tenacious. I hold something. Oh, you cannot get that out of me until I get it. Because I understand life, how it works in life. I understand how it works in life. I think I explained this thing to my students about 1.5 years ago. If you guys were none of you were my students, so you guys don't know. But if any one of you were my student, you would know something. I went to this markaz. I explained this in a real life. Practically, right? Like how life gives you what you want if you're tenacious. What I did is this. You know that sentence? Like where it starts, Alright. So there's a tile, right? Tile, that's not tile, plita. Right? Okay, so what I do is what I told them, students, I said, listen guys, watch how it works. I chose one tile, one line, I just walked on it until the end. The people are coming towards me because there are a lot of people there, right, walking. So it doesn't matter, senior, older, baby, it doesn't matter. Whatever is on my road, I don't budge. I just keep going. Just like this. And you know what happens to those people? They budge. Do it today, you'll see. I am 100% sure. Do it today. Choose yourself a tile. Experiment. This is a little experiment, of life experiment, of being tenacious. How if you ask life, and if you don't stop, if you keep going, don't budge. Budge means, okay. No. You stay. You fucking stay where you are. Right? You stay. And you keep going. Do it. And what happens is, people will come. What they will do? They budge. Just go. Buffs, skinnies, babies, all doesn't matter. You don't budge. I mean, don't show disrespect to older, elderly people, right? But I know 100% they will. What they will do? They will budge. They will just go to the side, and you will pass, and they will walk on their line. So that's how life works in elementary level. Do you understand what it means? If you don't believe me, try today, and you will see it. And I am 100% sure. You know what I did? When I was walking, there was a table like this. It was like this, right? So there's a woman selling simchke. Because my line hit that table. What do? What did I do? I went underneath like this, and I got up. Same line. Or you get on top of this. I'm sorry, this is very bad. I may break it, but you don't give up, right? So I did not give up my line. So, and the woman was like, "What the hell is this guy?" Pretty cuckoo. But that's the principle, right? That's the principle that you hold here, right? So I may have said, "Oh, guys, this poor woman selling simchka here." So, okay, yeah. Do you guys understand my example? Okay, let's go. No, I didn't say that. I said, watch. So I went underneath, and I got up on the other side, and I kept walking again. Right? And that's the type of tenacity you need. Do you understand this? You want to achieve anything in life. You want to achieve anything in life. Doesn't have to be IELTS. It could be material things. Cars, house, a good wife, a good husband, I don't know, good friendship. I just don't know. Whatever you want to have, right? None of them will be given to you in a silver platter, right? None of them will be handed to you easily. And if somebody handed to you in a silver platter, it would have no value. Trust me, it would have no value. So everything valuable in life will come through obstacles, difficulties, challenges, right? Problems on top of problems. But the only thing that will keep you straight on your goal is there's only one thing that will keep you. And if you have that, I'm telling you, nothing will stop you. Nothing. This is exactly. And that's the secret that I'm giving you. I wasn't special. I didn't study extra things. What I studied is still out there. The grammar in use, Murphy. That book, that's the book I studied. I'm serious. An Oxford Dictionary. That's it. One pocket Oxford Dictionary, one Raymond Murphy, grammar in use. That's it. It's available. Everybody have it. Nothing special. I didn't drink from the spring of intelligence like Max became Max is talking like a freaking like native speakers or whatever. No, nothing happened. No magic whatsoever. What happened is the hard work, tenacity, and that's the end of it. So you, every single one of you, will. I'm 100% sure about this. Achieve. And I am not telling this to become famous or to make you to love me. Right? Oh, I'm not here to impress you. I don't even know your names. Right? I'm here today, poof, gone tomorrow. And I may never see you again. Maybe someday our path will cross each other, right? Maybe. I have no interest. Kevin didn't give me money to show, hey, Max, tell them the truth, will motivate them. I'm just telling you because I feel obligated, I feel responsible to tell you this because, guys, you will face this, and because I have faced it, right? So I feel responsible to tell you this. I don't earn anything from this, okay? I'm not marketing myself. I don't have a Facebook page. I don't have this Instagram thing to go to like me. I don't. I have none. Really. You go on search, Max, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I have no interest. So my interest is to become, to give. I felt it here, so I have to give it back to you, right? And that's my purpose. Do you understand? Everybody did? Okay, so good luck on your great trip, voyage, endeavor, right? You embarked in this beautiful voyage, a beautiful trip, a beautiful travel, through time, through opportunities, through everything, right? The only thing you need is tenacity. Let that be your boat. Let that be your everything. Your food, your air to breathe, and you will get to your destination, and I am 100% sure of it. That's all you need. That's all you need, guys. Okay? Done. Any questions? Huh? No? Whew.
I have a question.
What's up?
Are you going to teach here?
No. I'm leaving today. I'm flying tomorrow. I don't teach.
Why?
Why? I just don't teach. I taught before.
Money.
I don't need money. No, I don't teach. I just don't.
Tired of this?
Huh?
Tired of this?
I'm not tired of it. I just have higher ambitions. One day maybe I'll come back and teach. One day maybe. Maybe. It's in the back of my mind. Someday may come back and teach. But for now, I have goals, I have ambitions, my family. I don't want to settle in right now like this, I know it's a great to teach students and change their lives and all that stuff, but I did it for a year and a half, Whoever had the opportunity, they came. People had opportunity, At the end of the class, at the end of 1.5 years, right, at the end of my class, I told everyone, guys, I'm leaving, bye-bye. And they're all crying, right? Because Because they have established relationship with me through a year and a half. You know, they sit in the classes. I taught for the same price as everybody did. I didn't ask anything extra. I was like, great, I gave everything I had at the time, right? So this type of classes. But I taught IELTS. It was more interesting, you know? Not, this is just a motivational, right? IELTS, when I taught it, I try to make it interesting because we all laughed all the time. I love laughing. So, because I think when you laugh, your brain opens, right? And receives better than sitting like this in a boring, mundane, monotonous classes, you know? Almost want to sleep. I never let anybody sleep. They were wide awake, you know, at 7 in the morning or 9 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter. I kicked their butt. I was like, all right, stand up, you learn. So we laughed. It was a great journey. They loved it, but they cried at the end. And I told them, guys, don't cry because it ended. Laugh because it happened. So today, many people out there didn't get to sit in the place that you are doing right now. They never saw Max. They never sit that. They never took that 30 minutes. It's their fault on their own or somebody else's fault. I don't know. But they were not here. Okay? You were here. And you listened. And maybe something clicked. And maybe something changed. Right? Laugh because of that. Don't feel sad because I don't teach. Don't feel sad because you cannot have more of it. Right? Those things you can't control. Those things are out of your control, right? Not, it's in my control, but in life, many things happen that are out of your control, right? But you, at least in the process, learn something. So that's why you laugh because you were there. Because you, maybe tiny little bit thing, you learned something, right? Maybe, let's say a lot of students out there, they never heard this session, right? Nothing happened to them. Remember, they're still continuing their life. And that's what the life is. So you just have to, hey, great, I spent 30 minutes, I learned something. And if you can say that tomorrow, again, after 5 or 6 years, you know, you will reach into places that you never dreamt of, you know, so because the life is all about learning. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Samida.
Huh?
Samida.
So just say Samida. You don't have to say my name, Miss Samida. This is not a second grade school. Come on, you can say Samida. That's fine. In English, you say, hey, what's your name? I just say Max. And you say Samida. I said, you don't have to say, I'm glad to see you. It's not like that. I'm glad to see you too. So, for example, Samida. What was I saying? So, if something, let's just say Samida, right? So if this helped tiny little bit thing she learned today, tiny little bit thing, right? So that's the whole purpose, you know. And then tomorrow you again learn something, right? Again and again you learn that Samida will become smarter and smarter, and that's the whole life is. It's becoming smarter every day. You know, you are better Samida than yesterday. Today you are better Samida, right? Today you are better. So that's what a life is. You understand? And that's the whole purpose. I miss these things.
It's mine.
I used to.